Hello and welcome to this round 22 NPL New South Wales women's matchup. It's the Northern Tigers hosting Hills United to open up the round, live here from the North Turramurra recreation area. It's a crucial game for the Tigers, who dropped points last week, still have some hope. There is a mathematical chance that they play finals football in 2026, but there is no more room for slip-ups. 9 points behind a semi-final place. They have to win out and hope that the Wanderers or someone else above them drops some points along the way. But Hills United standing in their way today, desperate to get back to winning ways after going down last week to the Northwest Sydney Spirit. Get you started with the lineups for this evening. For the home side, a couple of changes for them. They start with number 4, Isabella Keach. 5, Amelia Feeney wearing the captain's armband. 10, Charlotte Mortlock. 12, Olivia Cartwright. 14, Beth Bernardi. 18, Greta Crisula. 19, Tegan Douglas. 23, Tanae Morris comes back into the side after serving a suspension. 24, Emily Visser makes her starting debut. 32, Beth Gordon. And 44, Annalie Grove in the goals. On the bench for the Tigers, 7, Bo Burton. 11, Lily McMahon. 17, Chloe Wallendow. 27, Sophia Paz. 37, Sophie Watson. And 99, Olivia Riddell. As for Hills United, again, also a couple of changes for them. Number 1, Nicola Simmons comes into goals. Also in the side, 3, Aisling Davidson. 4, Charlotte Hogan makes her return. 8, Ayaseno. 11, Natalie Kasha. 16, Mary Stanich-Floody. 18, Erin Tavares. 22, Neve Burns. 25, Jessica Garrett. 27, Tiana Jaber. And 36, Libby Morris. And then the substitutes for Hills. 6, Brooke Hasty. 9, Ellen Berrios. 13, Madison Edmonds. 23, Rachel Glendenning. 28, Zaira Plabani. And 30, Zoe Edwards. Also 37, Montana Rose Curry. So both sides weren't able to get 3 points last week. Northern Tigers going level 2-all with Sydney University, the current 6th placed side. As for Hills, they went down to Spirit. They currently sit in 11th place. Actually beating Sydney University 3-0 just a couple of weeks ago. So this competition, the ladder certainly doesn't tell you everything. Any game is up for grabs when teams are at their best. This match will be refereed by Mia Villard, with Hannah Polar and Callum Gamper as the assistant referees. As I said, a couple of changes for both sides. Tigers are without Liz Anton, the New Zealand international, unavailable for tonight. Saffron Grass also adding to the injury list here at North Turramurra. Then Tanae Morris makes her return after being given a red card in their most recent home game against the Western City Rangers. And Emily Visser makes her starting debut after coming off the bench last week against Sydney University. She's trusted in the starting 11 this evening by Coach Finn Garrity. As for Hills, no Maddie Iro. Again, another New Zealand international not in the game this evening. And then Brooke Hasty, after starting last week, she's on the bench in this match as Charlotte Hogan comes back into the side. The inaugural season in the NPL women's competition for Hills United. Of course, a massive achievement as they look on track to stay in the competition for 2027. Tigers a mainstay of this league. Desperate to get back into the finals, but they may have left their run a little bit too late. Just 5 games to go this season, and it's a 9-point gap. As the kickoff is underway here at North Turramurra. Hills United getting things started, but they turn it over quickly. Looking to go over the top. And it's a Northern Tigers throw to get things going. Tavares looking for Sano. Were unlucky not to find a goal last week in their match against Spirit. Bit of a local derby for Hills too, as Sano can fire an early shot into the arms of Annie Grove. So an early shot there for Hills inside the opening minute. And it was on target as well. Last week, unable to find the back of the net. An important goalkeeping performance from Tiana Robertson. And it ended up just being the 1-0 victory for the Northwest Sydney Spirit. Beth Gordon challenging for the ball now. Coming off back-to-back man of the match performances. Tanae Morris very nearly pinches a sneaky goal. Nicola Simmons caught a little bit too slow. The speed and athleticism of Morris. Those physical attributes, certainly some strengths in her game. Jaber looking to be that outlet to switch. Davidson looking over the top to Sano. The flick in behind for Tavares. Douglas down the line. Simmons much more assured that time. So had the comfort of being completely on her own. No pressure that time. From the Northern Tigers, they're happy to sit. A very compact block on display. Visser. And it comes back to Garrett. Down the right now for Hills with Davidson. Stanich Floody. Morris. A little bit off balance. Tried the pass to Sano. The gap had closed. Now for Burns. And Mortlock just unable to keep the ball in. Last time these two sides faced off, it was the Northern Tigers who got a 2-1 win. Both goals then came for their English striker Ellie Head, who has since returned to the UK. So they'll need to rely on a different set of feet. Someone new will have to get on the score sheet this evening if they are to take down Hills. But an early corner, just 4 minutes into this match, Mary Stanich Floody has a chance from the corner flag. Going low, it takes a bounce. Gordon able to clear at the near post. Back to Stanich Floody. Into the back of Beth Gordon. The two Canberra United teammates on opposite sides of this clash. Douglas under pressure. Goes back for Grove. Out to Visser. Good touch. But it's lost in the middle of the field. Hogan for Burns, who was the only Hills United goal scorer back when these two sides faced off in round 9. Gordon sees the ball out, had the time to keep it in, chose the throw instead. There's a contest in the middle of the field. Morris finds the pass back to Jaber. Crisula was well and truly competing, but Hills have a chance here. Out wide with Tavares. The cross is early, and the Hills United players just weren't ready to meet the ball. Gordon. Visser for Morris. Inside now to Cartwright. Garrett sizing up her options. They're desperate to drag the Tigers out of their shape somehow, out of the organised block. Attacking in transition would be ideal. Stanich Floody. Now it's Tigers' turn, building up slowly. Douglas, wide for Feeney. Back inside. It's not a good area to lose the ball, right on the edge of your own box. Hills unable to capitalise. Morris. Referee Mia Villard just not happy with the weight of the ball. Needed a bit of a pump, so different ball has been swapped out. Cross coming in. Morris still going. Back to Gordon. Bernardi looking towards Mortlock, and Garrett in the right position. Still just the one shot in the game. In the opening minute, it was Ayaseno for Hills. Tigers have had their own chance when Morris nearly intercepted a back pass or made a tackle, depending on how you want to look at it. Crisula brings it down. Keach. Visser. Under pressure. And it's a Hills throw in that's awarded. Taken quickly by Stanich Floody. Sano. It's past Visser, looking for the cross to meet Burns. Douglas was well positioned, but the clearance was lacking. Mortlock. Hills looking to squeeze Tigers now that they're on the sideline. Feeney finds the forward pass. Cartwright over the top. Mortlock had been making the run and she just held up. Quite a slow pace in this game. Both teams being quite conservative with their build-up and certainly with their press. Burns under pressure now from Mortlock. Tigers very disciplined, choosing the moment. They look to make a tackle. Feeney. Ball almost slips in her hands, goes straight up into the sky on the throw, and Sano turns past Douglas. Looking now for support. Stanich Floody. Plays the pass through, but there was no runner out wide in Erin Tavares. So both teams struggling a little bit with the through balls. Just not on the same page when they want a teammate running. Is the exact moment they seem to hold up. Douglas. Into the chest of Garrett, who's frustrated with herself that dropped over the sideline. Feeney goes high. Both teams playing with a back three this evening. Although in their five-person midfield, the Tigers, it's certainly Mortlock out on this right wing-back role, who's much more attacking than Emily Visser on the far side. She's looking to be more conservative, more connected to the back line. Over the top, Burns stayed on side. The cross coming in from Neve Burns. Falls to Kasha. Now Davidson. Gets around Morris. The cross coming in. It's a high looping cross onto the head of Sano. Can't be cleared, and Sano sneaks it in past Grove at the near post. Came off her head, then into the legs of Amelia Feeney. The Tigers just scrambling and couldn't clear the ball, and eventually Hills able to tap it into the net. And it's Hills United up 1-0 over the Northern Tigers. The cross from Aisling Davidson. Great flight on the ball. Looped in right onto the head of Ayasano, and in the end, the Tigers just couldn't clear the ball in time. The pressure unrelenting and eventually leads to a goal. So inside the first 15 minutes, it's Hills who are able to strike. And after going 90 minutes last week without a goal, that'll be a good sign for Alan Tassis. Looked like it was going out for a goal kick in the end, just curled out for a very deep Hills throw. Bernardi beats Sano to the ball. Morris. Tigers throw it with Visser. Cartwright was looking for Tanae Morris. In the end, it was the defence of Hills United's Libby Morris that threw her off. Big gap between Feeney and Douglas in the back line that Stanich Floody was trying to draw attention to, trying to get the pass directed through that gap. But Hills have lost the ball here. It's with Beth Gordon. Tegan Douglas. Excellent ball over the top. Visser. Top of the box to Cartwright. Liv Cartwright. Dancing around. She's headed away from goal here. Will need to look for support. Cartwright eventually able to loop in across. Very high. Headed away by Garrett. And now out over the sideline by Jess Garrett. Feeney. Inside to Gordon. Morris. Tanae Morris tackles Natalie Kasha. Now Crisula brings it back out for the Tigers, giving them some room to work with. Amelia Feeney. And they'll look to switch. Now the Tigers tried the right side. Will now go the left. Keach over the top. Cartwright, she can get there. She does get a touch, but it goes away from goal. And once again, Nicola Simmons, a bit too slow. Tigers haven't made her pay just yet, but they've caught the goalkeeper on a couple of occasions. Libby Morris finds the pass despite pressure. Now Sano. And this is the moment for Hills. They're in transition. There's players arriving. Aya Sano goes for goal herself. And on a tight angle, isn't able to make it work. Some of her Hills teammates frustrated that they had the numbers. Sano and could have been a little bit more patient, could have found that one extra pass. Sano for Libby Morris. Strength from the youngster. Now Stanich Floody is beaten to the ball by Grove, and on the ground Annie Grove is clutching at her ankle, perhaps a shin, but she's in a bit of pain, the goalkeeper. As she went to ground there. Chance for the Tigers to come and get a talking to from their coach. Would not have been in the game plan to be down at this moment. Interestingly, just moments before Grove went down, she was given some sort of instruction from the sideline that looked like it could have been telling her to conjure up a reason to get her teammates to the sideline to get some instruction. This could be a very genuine situation, but as I said, just seconds before, she was given some sort of instruction. Back up and running here at North Turramurra. It's Hills United who lead 1-0. Thanks to a goal from Aya Sano. Over the top. Libby Morris. Natalie Kasha meets the ball well. The touch slightly too heavy. It's come back out, still with Hills. Charlotte Hogan. Chips the ball over the top to Burns, who went too early, didn't time her run, and the offside flag is raised against Neve Burns. Grove. Off the head of Cartwright. Will roll through safely to Simmons this time. There's certainly been a change since the stoppage. Tanae Morris now playing up top for the Tigers. Beth Gordon slots into an attacking midfield role. So it's Cartwright and Tanae Morris up top. And Gordon coming into the midfield now. Want her on the ball more, want her creating. Cartwright. Back to Feeney. Crisula. Beth Gordon. Trying to find that pass inside to Bernardi. Unable to do so, but Bernardi quickly wins the ball back. Being sent back even further are the Tigers. Keach turns and looks to go direct. Davidson scoots back very quickly, covers ground to win the header. The ball's come to Cartwright now. Mortlock. Garrett stands up in defence, makes an important tackle. Mortlock for Cartwright. She won't get through. They were advocating for a corner, the Tigers, in the end. Hannah Polar awards the goal kick. Last touch off Cartwright. Had a quarter of the way through this game. Hills holding on to their lead. Grove has to come well out into her well out of her area. Apologies. Sano bearing down on the long ball. Douglas. Feeney. Now Mortlock. Has to go all the way back. Visser. Now to Cartwright. Dancing on the ball. Tries to take on one too many. Davidson makes the tackle. Gordon. And in the end, the pass to Mortlock goes right underneath her foot. Scrapes the studs on the way out for a Hills throw. The energy is quite down for the Northern Tigers. They're normally a loud group. There's normally plenty of energy both on the field and on the sideline, but you really can't really can't hear them getting going at all. Certainly Finn Garrity normally has a lot of encouragement for his girls, and there's just not much coming out of these Tigers. Last week's result was certainly very frustrating for the group. They needed to win to stay within striking distance of the top four, and really it was a long striking distance. Would be 7 points. It's back out to 9. Garrett on the sideline is able to scoot through. Garrett to Burns. Sano. 1-2, back to Burns. Sano's become the wide option, tries a step over. Sizing up Beth Bernardi, who stands up in defense, very strong. Not going to fall for the trickery of Aya Sano. Libby Morris. Sano into the face of Amelia Feeney. Back up in line with the rest of her defenders now, but Millie Feeney just wore a ball to the face on a very cold evening. Cartwright. On the ball now for the Tigers. They have numbers. If they can get it to Tanae Morris. Hills desperation inside their own box. Now Stanich Floody over the top. Douglas wins the header. Then Feeney and Bernardi with the second and third. Bernardi with a clever spin. Gordon. A little bit more urgency, a little bit more intensity now in the Tigers group. Gordon to Keach, coming inside. The pass to Morris. Tanae Morris. Touch. Has the path to goal, but plays the ball just wide, and there's screams from the sideline that she may have been taken out. From my vantage point, certainly looked like it was all a competition for the ball. Very isolated screams. But really, an excellent pass through from Keach. Cutting off a couple of lines of players. Direct to Morris. The touch was excellent to Round Simmons. But then just couldn't pass it into the net, which really was quite open. Simmons was well off her line. There was some defensive pressure closing down the angle, but Morris lost her footing and just couldn't find the target. Can the Tigers use that? Can they feel they're getting very close now? Will they grow frustrated? It's a double-edged sword going that close to finding an equaliser. Hogan, her pass off the mark. Feeney. Douglas going forward. The centre back on a bit of a run. Now she's tasked with defensive duties as Stanich Floody comes away with the ball. Burns. Tackled by Bernardi. Switch now for Hills. Beth Gordon. As I said, coming off back-to-back Player of the Match awards for the Northern Tigers. Been very impactful since her return from injury. Tigers still struggling. A couple of key outs today. No Liz Anton. No Saffron Grass, who's a real presence in the Tigers midfield. Normally anchoring the base of that midfield. Instead, it's Crisula tonight, who has to stay a little bit deeper than normal. And offside against Burns. Tigers also without Josie Wilson. I believe she's gone to a wedding. And then Ellie Head. It's been a couple of weeks without their English woman up top now. Libby Morris uses all her strength there. Tiana Jaber loses it in a dangerous area. Cartwright is off and away. Garrett coming. And Liv Cartwright could feel the pressure, had to shoot earlier than she would have liked. The angle's closing quickly thanks to the pressure of Jess Garrett. And another opportunity goes unconverted for the Tigers. Handball awarded against Emily Visser. Taken short to Stanich Floody. Now the cross coming in. Needed a bit more curl to hook back to Burns. Garrett goes to ground with some assistance from Tanae Morris. Players continued. Her last appearance for the side, Tanae Morris picked up 2 yellows and then was sent for a first half early shower. That was a game against the Rangers that had quite a few yellows. I believe 8 was the final count this game. Of course, a couple of fouls, but so far, no bookings. Sano laying off to Kasha. Feeney with the clearance. Falls to Hogan. Now for Garrett. Going direct. Keach closes the gap. Otherwise, Libby Morris would have been off and away. Instead at the other end, it's the Tigers looking to go forward. Out wide to Mortlock. Mortlock and Feeney looking to find a way off the sideline. Tigers throw, much to the disappointment of the Hills sideline, who really were in the best spot to see it. Right on top of the ball there. Bernardi to Mortlock. It's a real mess on this near sideline. Both teams struggling to secure the ball. Eventually it falls to Douglas. Stanich Floody is on the ground, clutching at her foot. In the middle of the field, the ball's with Bernardi. Now Cartwright. Tegan Douglas. Down the line for Beth Gordon. And it will be the first Tigers corner of the evening. Emily Visser playing as a left wing back, but she's headed out to the right corner flag to take the set piece. Hills with the clear height advantage. High ball from Visser, drops past the near post. Cartwright looks to mount a Hills United player. Looked like a challenge out of the AFL there, the way she was using her hands on the shoulders of a Hills player, looking to propel herself up to reach that ball. And rightly called a foul by the referee, Villard. About 10 minutes to play in this first half. It's Hills with the only goal of the game, Aya Sano. Tapped one in for the lead. Libby Morris through a gap that Burns wasn't running into. Feeney. Down the sideline to Mortlock. Heavy touch from the Kiwi. Earlier this year, captained her nation at under 20 level. Douglas. For Feeney. Back to Keach. Over the top, Visser. In a foot race with Davidson. Tigers thrown awarded, took a touch off the Hills captain. Crisula. Gordon. Tackled by Kasha, another Tigers throw. Crisula. Beth Gordon back to Emily Visser. Cross coming in. Really to no Tigers. Was not a Tiger anywhere near the landing zone of that ball. Jaber shows her composure with Tanae Morris bearing down. Now Mortlock wins the ball back for the Tigers in midfield. Dances around a couple to Morris. Back to Charlotte Mortlock. They have to go out. Amelia Feeney takes a deflection off the leg of Libby Morris and then into the safe hands of Simmons. Simmons going long. Visser with the header after the bounce. Douglas. Feeney. The Tigers been able to build some sustained possession inside the Hills half. No genuine opportunity to show for it. And then the offside flag is raised. Would have been a goal kick anyway after a poor cross. Garrett takes a deflection off Gordon on that long ball. Still makes its way to Sano. Sano. Back to Hogan. The ball through the gap. Douglas will beat Burns. Mortlock. Keach goes wide. Keach puts Douglas under quite a bit of pressure. Tigers get away with some awkward play at the back. Visser stretches, but can't quite wrap her foot around the ball and keep that in the field of play. Inside the final 5 minutes of this first half. No doubt will be some stoppage time played after Annie Grove went down earlier. Burns. Ball falls for Bernardi. Back to Douglas. Gordon. Crisula. Tigers looking to move the ball quickly. And when Keach slows it down, that's when they give it up. Stanich Floody. Wide for Tavares. Numbers arriving for Hills. The cross is poor. Very nearly could have been a handball though for Izzy Keach off the side of her chest. Kasha back to Jess Garrett. Burns inside. Davidson. Sano lays it off for Stanich Floody. Through the gap. Tavares gets the touch inside to Sano, who may or may not have been onside. Ball didn't end up reaching. Hills' Japanese star instead. Turned out over the baseline by the Tigers. Corner incoming. Corner comes in from Stanich Floody. Punched away by Grove. Forced to Libby Morris at the top of the box. She's tackled by Cartwright. Garrett. Wide to Stanich Floody. Cross. Poked away by Keach. Kasha. Mortlock now with the clearance. Jaber. Wide Stanich Floody. Still out on the wide channel, looking to deliver. Garrett. Morris has the flag raised against her. Just shy of halfway. Hills up 1-0. Tigers desperately looking, hopeful to get an equaliser before the break. Headers won by Burns. Bernardi picks up the bounce. Kasha. Garrett. Jaber gets the ball wide to Davidson. The back three working well for Hills. The pass is played wide to Tavares. Stanic Floody. Hogan. Now for Kasha. Plenty of room on the edge of the box. Kasha takes one touch too many. Sometimes with that much room, it's too much time to think, too many options. Libby Morris. Davidson's cross from a standing start. And then Stanic Floody just wide on the volley. And that goes the halftime whistle here at North Turramurra. It's Hills United up 1-0 thanks to an early goal from Aya Sano. Stay tuned, the second half action to come after a short break. Through the gap, Gooch. Lara Gooch. And into the back of the net. The deadlock has been broken here at Christie Park.
Now Golding. Hoban has drifted wide to receive, and this is where she can be dangerous. Gets away from the first defender. It's a good ball in towards Letta, and Letta still! Puxy looking for a good ball in. Leet has to come, didn't get all of it. It's still alive here for UNSW. As it's awkwardly put over, and it might just be in, but it's cleared off the line. And they're still fighting for a UNSW, but Smith taps it in.
Balls going. Lena Karmas, and there's a shot. It's tipped and it's in. So Lena Karmas with the opener from a really acute angle. There didn't seem to be any. Another tackle for Karapitas. Here's Valletta. Bookmeyer. And Valletta flying in there. Still Valletta. Now Souza shoots and scores! Well, they've done it in stoppage time.
Ball comes in, and there's the opening goal. And I think it might have been Tess Quilligan getting a head on it. It's on the right, tries to spin it in. Morgan Wicks. Out of nothing. Ruby Nathan inside the 18 yards box and finishes.
Sandbrook into the middle. It's been left by Caspers. Shot comes in. Goal for Sydney Uni. Olivia Cartwright. It's a good ball in behind. Northern Tigers looking for a way into the middle. Headed away by Farrow. Straight onto the feet of Beth Gordon, who's equalised. Took it on the half volley, did Beth. Keeps possession. Into the box for Caspers. Ball left off. Shot, and it is a Northern Tigers goal. Poppy Tay gets the second goal. Here. The shot is blocked. Beth Gordon! She's got a double. Heads it home. Over the head of Scarlett Gray. And
clear holder. And Camilleri's charging through. Camilleri. Still Camilleri. Can she get a shot away? And Camilleri scores! 1-0 to Rangers. They're going wild as a light on that bench. Charging through here. She's got Brown waiting in the middle. Can she get the cross? It is to Brown. She can equalise, and she just does that. It's 1-1. Plays it into Holder. Holder's good first touch. Onto her other foot. Gets a shot away, and what a goal! Claire Holder makes it 2-1. Gordon hits long. Let's open up to Claire Holder. She's through here. Here comes Holder. Can she make it free? She does. Easy as you like. What a finish and what a pass from Gordon there to open that one up. Clear holder. Nice bit of play from Weston. Camilleri shot. And it's trickled in. No, but the ref's given it. He's given it. Goal's been given. Nice play from Clear holder out to Camilleri. Camilleri. Camilleri shoots. Holder's shot. And Holder, what a strike. Patrick Clear holder. 5-1 Western City Rangers. Holder. Camilleri. Here comes Camilleri. She's got Alpha-Rea there. Alpha-Rea is through. She's onside. Can she get a strike away? She does. She makes it. Goal for Alpha-Rea. She deserved one today.
Shaba will have a strike. And that will go in. The Wanderers. Against her former side. Oh, challenge for the ball. What's the call? It goes in the back of the net, and that's a second goal for Manly United. All comes off the goalpost, and that is a goal.
Every week, hundreds of thousands of people turn up around football grounds around New South Wales. Parents, kids, refs, coaches and volunteers. Cardiac incidents can happen to anyone at any time on the pitch.
Right now, not every club has a defibrillator.
And the ones that do are not always maintained or ready to use. In a critical moment, with a defib, that could save lives. That's why Football New South Wales, St John Ambulance and Toyota have come together for Every Beat Matters to help clubs around New South Wales to access defibrillators, cover maintenance and build a register so we know exactly where every unit is around the state. All you need to do is buy a ticket through raffle ticks. $5 can make a difference. Every ticket goes towards funding defibrillators and maintenance for clubs that need it most. A live fundraising board shows exactly how much is being raised. And every ticket you buy puts you in the draw to win a Toyota Corolla. One ticket, real impact. Help your club be ready when it matters. So buy your ticket today.
you in the box? Yes. Like, I don't hide it. Because it was like, I've got the Wi-Fi and everything was like, playing out. I was like, I promise you, you will score. Because he has more numbers. It's a 2v2 in one. And it's a mismatch physically. And you've got a speed mismatch with one of them. And the other nine is bigger than both.
Oh, yes! We're trying to get them to do the Hobbit marathon. Yeah, the Hobbit stupid. There's a Hobbit marathon where they have all the... And everyone dresses up.
Even these people say that, like, I've heard of Mongol.
And there's all drinks. Oh, they said dress up too. Yeah, they dress up. But they have like really little...
He's already played. No.
They would dress up. It's a half marathon.
Very good. And I was like, well, we lost last time. And I'm like, well, I want you to play. I want you to go play. Feel that physical rock. That's what we're going to mention. Round one round out your game. It's always just very kind of like 3 or 2. There's never started.
Yeah, the attacker didn't get her all the ball. Unless it was like really late, but I didn't get it. No.
Yeah. I like the
Yeah. Yeah, no, usually much more tougher. Don't say that.
I did. I promised my taste.
But what if NSW gets ball?
Don't worry, Jacob's up, so...
After you have beat NSW, 100. But, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'm going to walk around. I'm already heading this way.
Yeah, no, they need to up the tempo. Slow.
I think it's more so.
Yeah. At least it's only little kids. Try coaching older kids.
I genuinely
Crossover step. Start sprints in about 45 seconds. 45 seconds, team, before we start to really ramp up.
That's the plan.
Good, last slow run through, last slow run through. Alright, here we go, in the middle team, Marshall shuffle to the edge. Once you hit the edge, girls listen up. Hit the edge, back to the middle. Through the orange, let's go. Edge, middle. Everyone needs it. Good, walking lunge, good turn. Let's get into it, rotation.
Where's my feet? Second half about to get underway here at North Turramurra. It's Hills United currently with the 1-0 lead over the Northern Tigers. Looking for their first win over the Northern Tigers in club history. Just their first season in the NPL New South Wales women's competition, having been promoted from League One last year. Now Hills currently 11th placed in the league, looking for a big upset over the 5th placed Tigers. The Tigers who kick off the second half, they're already in a good area as Mortlock puts it across. Bit too close to the near post. And Simmons has it covered. The goal came early. Ayaseno was able to tap the ball in at the near post after a bit of a scramble. But Gordon's picked it up in a dangerous area here. Early ball to Cartwright. Looking for Morris. It's popped out to Crisula. Has Visser out wide. Early ball to Morris. The flag is raised against Tanae Morris. Tigers thought they had the equaliser. The celebrations were starting and then they took a look out to the sideline. Morris didn't hold her line. An early warning shot fired against Hills. Holding their breath as they saw that ball go into the net. Maybe that's the shot of confidence that the Tigers need. As Alan Tassis takes a spill on the sideline looking to show off his touch and instead showed why he's a coach and not on the field. Free kick here to be taken by Izzy Keach. Will drop in the area. Headed away by Davidson. Kasha. Sano. Still Sano. Looking for support now. And Sano's pushed to ground. Emily Visser. A little bit too physical. Free kick comes in, drops for Tavares. Grove with an important save. Going 2-0 down. Be a real momentum killer. Down the line. Back to Mortlock. She gives it up cheaply. Hills moving the ball well. Only for Crisula to win it back for the Tigers. Now Morris with an excellent ball over the top. Able to turn and play Mortlock. Lottie Mortlock. And Nicola Simmons with a big save. 1-on-1. Denies. Lottie Mortlock. Now she'll have to set up for a corner though. Emily Visser wants a new ball. She said that one's too flat. Similar issue happened in the first half actually, so they might need a new ball pump here at North Turramurra. Had one corner in the first half. Very high looping delivery from Visser. See the trajectory on this delivery. Much more normal looking cross. And once again it's steered in, only to be denied. The Tigers have now put the ball in the net twice. Once denied by an offside. This time there was a foul in the lead up. And the Tigers still chasing the game, down 1-0. Visser makes 2 tackles. Cartwright rounds Davidson, who makes up the ground very quickly, able to block the cross. There's a real difference in the Tigers' energy after half-time. You can sense the urgency, you can sense the desperation, but also the speed of the play. They were a lot more relaxed in the first half. Foul committed by Morris. Tanae Morris, that is. Two Morrises in action on different teams this evening. Tanae and Libby. Not related in any way, though. Garrett, under pressure, has to go back to Jaber. Bernardi. Falls to Mortlock. Crisula. The push in the back against Cartwright. Looked quite blatant, but the game is continuing. I think that might have been a missed foul. Douglas. This time, Tigers get their free kick. Every Hills player back ready to defend as Keach lines up behind the set piece. Crowd forming on the edge of the box. Little chip in from Izzy Keach. Scooped up by Tavares. Tigers really building momentum this second half. It's been going less than 10 minutes. They found the back of the net twice. Foul throw in there by Crisula, though, is a very easy pressure release. Found the back of the net twice. Both were denied. Tigers hunting for a legal equaliser. Down the line. And Morris. Tanae Morris is fouled by Tiana Jaber. Tigers advocating for a card. That won't be given. Still no bookings in this game. Another set piece for Izzy Keach. The last one was not met well by the Tigers. This time, Feeney goes close, but the ball just slightly up and above her head. It's been all Northern Tigers after the break. Yet it's Hills who have the lead. Jaber. Ball's won back by Keach. Oh, clever work from Izzy Keach. Douglas. Spears a pass out wide to Mortlock. Feeney over the top. Gordon sent out to the corner. Looking to get through Garrett. Burns arrives as defensive support. Simmons plays short to Hogan. Garrett's pass is off the mark. Mortlock plays to Cartwright. It's facing backwards. Round the corner pass to Gordon on the sideline. Keach. Direct switch out to Feeney. Now for Beth Gordon. Gordon looking direct towards Tanae Morris. The build-up is there for the Tigers. They're yet to find that final touch, that final movement. Beth Gordon really looking to create, looking to pull the strings. Phenomenal player to have in this state competition. The A-League fan voted player of the season. And really rather unlucky to miss out on an all-star spot in the A-League side. Burns has the pace to beat Bernardi, but Feeney is there as the support defender. Crisula. Visser gets to the ball first. Visser is fouled. Foul starting to build up against Hills. Still no cards have been withdrawn. Keach. Headed away by Jaber. Falls to Visser. Cartwright. Looked all right off the boot, but the curl had it shaping back towards the goalkeeper. Cool evening here at North Turramurra. Stanage Floody has her jersey held. The two free kick takers of either team caught up in a tussle. Tigers have had a few chances. This time it's Hills. Can they put one away? Davidson. It's Garrett who goes across the face of goal. It'll be a corner though. So the Tigers had been building up those set pieces. Hadn't been able to put one away, and it's Hills who go awfully close with their first opportunity of the second half. They've got a corner now. Stanage Floody. Flat delivery in, headed away by Douglas. Tavares sends it back into the area. In the end, goal kick. Barely been in this half. In the second half. Davidson for Libby Morris. Now Stanage Floody. Off the shoulder of Libby Morris. Falls towards Tanae Morris. Headed away by Hogan. Stanage Floody over the top. The heel of Iasano. Looks to flick it forward. Goes back. And Grove makes the save after Tavares' shot. Mortlock, clever touch from the Kiwi. Burns is tackled by Mortlock. Crisula looking to combine again with Mortlock. Hills win the ball back. With gold jerseys looking for a path forward. Grove will go long. Towards Cartwright and Tanae Morris. But it's Hills who get the touch. Now Erin Tavares. Can't go through Keach. And Tanae Morris comes back as defensive support. Hogan. Garrett. Stanage Floody. Through the gap to Burns. The touch too heavy, invites Feeney. In for the Tigers. Now Lottie Mortlock with a clever spin. Bernardi has some room. Able to drive forward into that space. Has Beth Gordon out wide. Very orange, full-looking moon rising up over North Turramurra. It's the first change will be coming into the game. Lily McMahon replaces Beth Gordon. Stanage Floody, the flick around Crisula. Pass a bit too slow to make it through the gap. Douglas is brought down. Visser for Lily McMahon. Her first touch in the game gives the ball up. Recovers to make the tackle. Keach. Mortlock. Scrapes the head of Jaber. For Cartwright. Crisula. McMahon. Off the chest of McMahon. Struggling to have an impact since her substitution. Of course, just a couple of minutes ago, but a player of Lily McMahon's quality has very high standards for herself. McMahon taking the throw in to the feet of Emily Visser. Mortlock has the ball, able to make the run inside. Cross coming in for Morris, off the crossbar. Still in the area. Comes out now to Mortlock. Tigers have gone oh so close. Just the woodwork denying Tanae Morris. And now they've got a corner. Have steered the ball into the net once tonight on a corner, only for it to be deemed a foul in the lead-up. Be looking for the head of Tanae Morris once again. She met that ball so well, able to head it down into the ground, almost too much power. Had it ricocheting off the crossbar. Met well by Morris once again. And then the goal kick is awarded. Did look like it might have scraped a Hill's head. The Tigers are incredibly frustrated with the call. They'll have to deal. Stanich Floddy. For Burns. Sano gives it up. Visser for McMahon. Lebanese international Tiana Jaber leading the line at the back for Hills. All that experience on show. Jaber under pressure, McMahon. Oh, it's Cartwright, apologies. She'll need to be careful though. Did have both arms wrapped around the Hill centre back. Sano taking on Keach. Still with Sano. The Japanese player finds Hogan. Jaber for Libby Morris. Davidson. Kasha. Tavares. Back inside. Hills are moving the ball well. Hogan. Stanich Floody. From distance takes a bounce and then into the arms of Grove. First change being prepared on the Hill sideline. It will be Brooke Hasty coming into the game. She started last week. Been tasked with making an impact off the bench tonight. Natalie Kasha is the player being replaced. Hills United holding on to their 1-0 lead. Tigers. Being denied by an offside call. Being denied with a foul in the lead up on a corner. And then the crossbar. Denied Tanae Morris off her head. So Hills would not be home yet. They will be looking for another goal to have that extra bit of security. Keach. Off the head of McMahon, will roll through to Simmons. Will bounce through to Simmons. Off the head of Sano. Now with Feeney. Her first season as a Tiger. Been delayed a little bit with injuries, but well and truly back into the starting 11. Visser for McMahon. Turning inside, trying to find Cartwright. Off the head of Crisula, who's lost the ball. No press from Hills. Keach has all the time in the world. Almost took a free kick to get it out to Mortlock. Cuts around Garrett. Still going is Lottie Mortlock. Gets past another. Lipping a pass along the 6-yard line. Feeney. Tanae Morris. Back to Lottie Mortlock. Mortlock's cross. Bit too deep. Change in formation for the Tigers as they hunt for an equaliser. 4-3-3 now being played. Visser slips in to the back line. Crisula. Wide to Feeney. High looping cross coming in and in off the hands of Simmons. Feeney from distance finds the equaliser, the most unlikely of the shots this half, really. They've had much better opportunities, but when you keep peppering the goal, you keep putting them on target, mistakes are bound to happen, and on that occasion, Nicola Simmons just slips through her fingers. Not the first choice goalkeeper. Maddie Iro is unavailable for this game. And after making a few important saves, Simmons really should have held on to that one. But the Tigers, like I said, they've been having all sorts of opportunities. That's not the one you expected to find the net, but nonetheless, they were deserving of a goal. And this game is all square. Burns. Keach holds strong despite the pressure of Libby Morris. Bounces up for Hogan, bringing it back down. Bit of a scramble in the middle of the field. Crisula comes away with the ball. Still 20 minutes to play. Doesn't feel like this will be the final scoreline. You can sense there's a winner in this game. It's the Tigers who have all the momentum right now. But it doesn't take much for Hills, and they've won it back in a dangerous area. Sano. Stanic Floody. Wide for Tavares. Cross. is not very threatening. McMahon competing with Davidson for the ball. Hogan succumbs to the Tigers' pressure. Hasty heads away. Bernardi now. Mortlock dancing around. Such quick feet with her dribbling. Libby Morris into the chest of Tegan Douglas. Stretching Cartwright. Sees the ball slip past. Back to Hasty. Garrett under pressure. Gets the pass away to Jaber. And then there's a physical challenge between Cartwright and Jaber. Cartwright just holding on to the arm. Jaber pushing back. It's the Hills foul. Bit of contention on the sideline. Tavares and Finn Garrity having a heated conversation about something that... And now Keach getting involved with Erin Tavares. Today Morris is running over to get involved. Probably not a wise move from the player who got a red card 2 weeks ago. And eventually cool heads prevail, encouraging teammates on both sides just to walk away. Not really sure what the root cause of that situation was, but in the end, it settles down here. The game will resume with Tiana Jaber taking a free kick for Hills United. In the end, Emily Visser is substituted and Bo Burton comes on for the Northern Tigers. So quite a lot of action in that stoppage. Score level. And the feeling in this game is really starting to come through. Desperation, the emotion, the passion. Both these teams hunting for a winner. Davidson. Little chip over the top. Saino is after it quickly. Grove comes out. Grove doesn't deal with the ball though. Tavares still going. Squares the pass to Saino. It's an open net that Douglas is standing in. Eventually, the shot is deflected out for a corner. Grove had made it back to her line by that point. Quite a chaotic lead up to this corner. It's Stanich Floody out from the left side. Every Tigers player back in and around the box. Stanich Floody's delivery takes a bounce and then into the safe hands of Grove. She goes long. Her Tigers teammates weren't up, ready to contest for the ball. Now Mortlock inside to Burton. McMahon, heavy touch. She'll get after it though. McMahon. Tavares. Sizing up Keach. Has Saino. Goes herself, Tavares, and is tackled. Stanich Floody off the ball is hobbling and gone to ground. Didn't see that situation Based on the way she was jumping around, maybe she got her foot stepped on. Looks like it might be some sort of studding or some pain with the foot. No foul, just a drop ball. Will resume the game. Feeney to Mortlock. Inside to Crisula. Now Keach. McMahon. Cartwright to Burton. Leaves the ball behind Bo Burton. But Beth Bernardi wins the ball back. Her arm quite obviously pulled by Neve Burns and well picked up by the referee. They've had plenty of free kicks. Keach taking them all. This one towards Feeney. The flick on spinning header doesn't go anywhere near the goal. Hasty. To Burns. Garrett looking for Burns once again. Feeney takes a slip. Feeney towards Burton. The ball slips through, back with Hills. Davidson over the top. Tavares is after it. Erin Tavares. Cross comes in. Stanich Floody. It's patted down by Grove and then quickly up to secure the ball. Excellent play by Hills. The one-touch shot. First time there from Stanich Floody. Able to wrap her foot around, keep the ball low, keep it on target. Plenty of power. Just had to put it slightly wide of the keeper because it was coming in so quickly. The reaction time wasn't really there for Grove. Game still level. Burns into Douglas. Now Sano. Back to Jaber. Davidson. Two straight. The pass from Davidson rolls all the way through to the goalkeeper. Annie Grove now looking for a disposal option. Over the top. The header's won by Davidson. Tavares. Crisula. Back to Keach. Into the final 10 minutes now at North Turramurra. All locked up at 1-1. Goals to Aya Sano in the first half for Hills. Then Amelia Feeney getting on the score sheet for the Tigers. Burton. Tigers desperately looking for a way out. As Cartwright is crunched. Just inside their own half. Tigers going over the top. Onto the chest of McMahon. Looking towards Cartwright. Still there. McMahon. Back to Bernardi. Wide now to Mortlock. Cartwright's on the ground in the area. Play's continuing. Cross comes in off the head of Burton, up and over the goal. Now attention will be given towards Liv Cartwright. Medical support coming on. She remained on the ground that whole passage of play. Bo Burton, shortest player on the pitch, struggled to get up and over the ball. In the end, her header goes over the crossbar. There'll be some injury time to come after the 90 is up. Substitutes are warming up for the Tigers in case Cartwright is no good. It's eerily quiet here at North Turramurra. Of course, the clock continues ticking down. 1-1 in this game. The Tigers with a very, very long shot at making the finals, but there is a mathematical chance. If they drop points here tonight, that gets to be an astronomically low percentage. They need to keep the gap close to the Western Sydney Wanderers in 4th place. Currently 9 points ahead. Cannot afford a draw. Tavares. Keach spins away. Her pass is poor though. Had Bernardi there. Rushed it a little bit and fires it back to the Hills United defenders. Davidson's ball won't get over the head of Feeney. Garrett. Tavares. Garrett continuing that run. Jess Garrett. Corner awarded. Frustration for the Tigers. The substitution coming. Cartwright will be replaced. Sophie Watson enters the action. Corner. Delivery coming in at the far post. Met in a scramble. Cleared out by the Tigers. Jaber to Libby Morris. Hogan back to Davidson. Hasty. Burns. Loses the ball. Tigers have it now with McMahon. She's heading backwards though, and the pass is poor. Saino scoops up a loose pass. Ayaseno looking for the cross. Tavares was unmarked at the back post. If the ball had made it there, the Hills would be celebrating right about now. Another Hills throw in to come. Throw-in's taken out. Meets Libby Morris. Out for a goal kick. Tegan Douglas. Bernardi. Feeney goes long. Lily McMahon is after it. Hills throw in. Much to the Tigers' disappointment. Mortlock loses out. Hogan, now for Douglas. Tegan Douglas dances through a couple. The centre back still going. She had been held, goes to ground. Watson. Feeney had to stretch for the pass. Burns read the moment well. Keach wanted to take it quickly. Referee says she was off the mark. Another change for Hills. Jess Garrett is off. Montana Rose Curry enters the game. They're going for the win. She's a bit more of an attacking player. Some fresh legs, some outright pace. Headed away by Libby Morris. Keach. Feeney puts Sano on the ground. Slightly late in the challenge from Amelia Feeney. Stanage Floody. So we are in the 90th minute. Off the head of Davidson. Slips through, goes fingers on the first attempt, and then she can turn and regather. McMahon applying pressure. Burton down the line. McMahon is after it. Jaber uses her strength. Crisula. Bernardi. For Lily McMahon. Greta Crisula. Heading forward. Inside to McMahon. The pass is well read by Hogan. But Tigers will come once again. It's with Feeney. Wide to Mortlock. Lottie Mortlock, that change of pace. Tries to get around Curry. The defender recovers. And it will be a corner. Izzy Keach being sent up to contest the corner. Bernardi, the player, released to cover. Into stoppage time now. This could be the moment. Headed away by Stanich Floody. Crisula back wide for Mortlock. Second effort, another corner. Takes a deflection. Bo Burton being tasked with taking the set piece. Cannot be long left in this game. Low delivery from Burton. Mortlock. Important save from Simmons. Would have had very late visibility on that ball. Diving effort. Important save. Important. Cannot be stated enough. McMahon trying to cut inside, and Jaber pushes her to the ground. Would be lucky to escape without a card there, Tiana Jaber. And for the back chat now, Tiana Jaber is shown a yellow card. And I'm not 100% sure why she was protesting. The arm was quite clearly extended out, and she's yelling that it was shoulder to shoulder. From my vantage point, it was certainly an extended arm that pushed Lily McMahon to ground. So It's flaring up. Emotions getting the better of some people, perhaps. It'll be Lottie Mortlock right on the edge of the D. This is the opportunity. This is the moment for the Northern Tigers. Complete the comeback. Lottie Mortlock goes low, hits a crowd of bodies, and in the end, the goal kick is awarded. So Hills get away with one there. Really a couple of poor set pieces. Going too low from Burton and then Mortlock. And there goes the full-time whistle. It ends all square. 1-1 draw between Hills United and the Northern Tigers. First half goal for Ayaseno gave Hills the lead before the equaliser from Amelia Feeney. And then both teams hunting for a winner, not able to get it over the line. And the points are shared here at North Turramurra. I'm Annabelle Banfield. Thanks for tuning into this match, and stay across the rest of the games in the round 22 NPL New South Wales Women's coming to you tomorrow afternoon.